continue our study and discussion of the subject of anthropology. And we did say in a previous video that anthropology has to do with the study of human beings, how they interact, and specifically when we're talking about theological anthropology, we're talking about how God created the world. Now, the Bible tells us that God created human beings out of the dust of the earth. Now, obviously, God in chapter 2 gives a more detailed account of how human beings were created. And Adam, like I said last time, was created perfect, righteous, and had free interactions with God. But then God creates Adam. He gives him a job description to work the garden, to keep it. And as he's doing his work, God sees that it is not good for man to be alone, so he brings the woman. Woman who is really a human being, just that was fashioned in a way that could help the man. And God says it's not good. So that's why we have marriage and so on. But my focus is not on those areas. It has to do with the creation, the fall, and obviously later on we'll talk about the ramifications. And in talking about the ramifications or results, we're talking about when Adam sinned, he died spiritually. And there are certain offshoots that came out of that. First of all, we are told in Romans 1 that he was given over to a depraved mind, a mind that is base, a mind that is in opposition to God, a mind that cannot please God. Now, when talking about depravity, we must be aware that there's what is known as absolute depravity, and then what is known as total depravity. Absolute depravity is that human beings are as evil as they could ever be. They're just a heap of sin and wickedness. But that's not what the picture the Bible presents, I believe. It does say, yes, human beings have sinned and have, transgressed the law of God, but they are totally depraved. And total depravity, we mean that there's no aspect of a human being that was left unaffected. So when human beings are depraved, the ramifications follow. And one of them is death, physical death, but also spiritual death, separation from God. And as we read the account of Scripture, human beings become progressively evil and hide from God. We will continue this discussion around anthropology.